What's up, party people? How's it hanging? A little left, a little right, wherever. Something like that, right? Some shit like that. Welcome to Friday Phil. Yeah, there's no lights. My fucking LEDs went out. So, it is what it is. Can't deal with any of that. No red lights, no white lights, no green lights. Nope, no lights today. Anyone who saw me on the Council Creator Superman stream knows my lights started doing a little bit of this. So, no lights today, everybody. None whatsoever. Anything new happened this week? I feel like there was a couple different things, right? A couple things in the ether that came out. A couple things in the news. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of something, a little bit of shake and bake. I don't know. What's going on in the Hollywood Reporter? I don't want to see that. Oh, here we go. Here's some breaking news. Right? Yeah, breaking news. I mean, it's not really breaking news. It's not nothing substantial. But Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse moves to the end of June 2027. Miles Morales will be swinging into theaters tad later than previously planned. Beyond the Spider-Verse will now bow on June 25th, 2027, 3 weeks later than its previous June 4th date. The later date will be better for bringing in school-age kids for summer break, as some schools would still be in session in early June. It's also seen as a more appealing date internationally. Well, that's cool. I guess I can understand the thought process behind it. Whatever. I ain't mad. I mean, it's not like it's getting, pulled and then delayed and then, the delay could have been worse. Let's put it to you that way. The delay could have been a lot worse. That's for sure. Could have been way worse. Could have been a lot worse. Anyway, who's here in the chat? Who's here? Who's saying? Let's say hi. Hope everyone's having a great Friday and a good weekend so far. Just thankful this week is over. And I have a suspiciously sneaking feeling I might sneeze a lot during the stream, so forgive me if I sneeze and sound like I'm possessed by a devil. But we've got, of course, Dalton Bell. Happy Friday, Phil. Wait, the news about Taika directing a Dredd movie are true. Has nobody learned anything after Love and Thunder? Oh, we'll get there. My mod Jeffrey is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Braden in the house. What's going on? Mumwhat. Have fun at Comic-Con next week and have a great time seeing Fantastic Four First Steps. Okay, so programming note. I will not be here next Friday. There will be no Friday Phil. I will be in Southern California. Not for Comic-Con. I will be in Los Angeles. However, ironically enough, I will be in San Diego on Friday, meeting up with a bunch of guys from Council and a bunch of other friends that are down there for the con, and I will be hanging out outside of the convention center, doing whatever the fuck I want, while a friend of mine goes and does a shoot, because he's a production assistant and does various other things. So him and I are going to carpool together to San Diego Friday morning, and, we'll be there pretty much all day, and we will not get back to his place in Burbank until around 10, 11, maybe midnight, Friday night, Saturday morning. But I will be seeing, the plan is to see Fantastic Four: The First Steps with Lance, his family, and hopefully some other guys from Council. If they ever decide to answer the fucking message in Discord, they have not, except for Lance, because Lance knows how to fucking respond in a timely manner. Anyway. Jalen Harris in the house. How you doing? We got Cameron Walker. How's it going? Taika should not direct Dredd or anything else for that matter. Stick to your own movies that aren't connected to anything. I don't think Taika Waititi has any business doing a fucking movie, period, but that's just me. I just want Spider-Man, dude. Hey, in fairness, Spider-Man Brand New Day starts shooting in just a number of weeks from now. So there will be a Spider-Man in the theaters in the near future. There is that to look forward to. Oh, shit. Anyway. If you guys saw the thumbnail, there's a lot of shit to talk about. But before I do and get into anything at all, there is something that Cameron just brought up. Mr. One James Gunn is out there, and he is doing a lot of this. He's doing some talky. There's a Happy, Sad, Confused episode that dropped today from Josh Horowitz, interviewing, of course, James Gunn regarding everything Superman, spoilery for Superman, how James Gunn got the keys to the kingdom in DC, where current projects may or may be at, and his continuous and growing disdain for constantly being asked about Batman. Oh, man, look, again, anyone who knows me knows I am not, like, in James Gunn's corner by any stretch of the imagination. I'm also not holding a torch to the guy's feet. I've made that abundantly fucking clear. But I can imagine that if there's anything James Gunn is sick and tired of being asked, it's about Batman. He is probably really fucking tired of being asked about, when's Batman coming to the DCU? When's Batman coming to the DCU? Is it going to be Robert Pattinson? What's happening with Batman? What's happening with Batman? I'm sure that's probably the most frustrating fucking question he can read online all the goddamn time. When he's made it clear on more than one occasion, Robert Pattinson is not going to be the Batman of the DCU as it stands right now. Whether or not that actually sticks, I'm in the camp it's not going to. I don't think Robert Pattinson is going to be Batman. I think that's a far-fetched idea, and it's just not going to happen. People in their crappy Photoshops think it's going to happen, but it's probably. It's very interesting things to say in regards to Wonder Woman. It kind of sounds like that one is being prioritized quite more than a couple other projects. He mentioned that The Authority is definitely on the back burner with the original writer of that film moving on to another DC project. He mentioned Swamp Thing is still very much just in a fucking talky phase. He mentioned that Luca Guadagnino is no longer attached to Sergeant Rock, but the Sergeant Rock film is still a thing that is happening. He mentioned Matt Reeves' Batman script being handed it, liked it. They still have things to work out. Just typical PR bullshit he probably had to just answer very, very smartly. The one thing that I will touch on, that he was asked, that he is writing another, like, Superman movie, and that movie is not, in fact, a World's Finest movie. No, the next Superman movie that James Gunn is writing will not feature Batman, and he even said this on the red carpet. You won't see Batman and Wonder Woman in the next fucking Superman movie. So, anyone hoping or wishing that the next Superman movie written by James Gunn is going to be a World's Finest, well, water, pour all over that. This is why you don't believe rats like Jeff Snyder. You know, just going to throw that out there. There was a piece by Variety written by one Tatiana Siegel, who claimed that the Wonder Woman film was being fast-tracked, blah, 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 a bunch of other bullshit. James Gunn promptly debunked that. That was funny because, well, no one really likes her if you're a fan of this guy. Humberto Gonzalez said that they were allegedly casting someone with like a television repertoire to play Wonder Woman, and James Gunn was like, nope, that's not true. So, all in all, as much as I'm not a fan of the guy creatively, I will just give him credit and props for constantly shutting down these dumb shit fucking rumors, because fuck Humberto Gonzalez, fuck Tatiana Siegel, and fuck Jeff Snyder. Fuck all three of those fucking people. They are nothing. They are comparatively no names. They spew bullshit so you will read their fucking articles. So, yeah, there's that. All of these people who were like, oh man, this is happening. I'm like, guys, is Humberto Gonzalez's name James Gunn? No. Is Tatiana Siegel's name James Gunn? No. Is the rat's name James Gunn? No. Then why the fuck are you paying attention to what they're saying? Why? Why give them the time of day? Fuck that bullshit. Fuck Humberto. That guy gave me the stink eye last year at Comic-Con. I promptly looked at him and I was like, fuck you. Tatiana Siegel, she's too chicken shit to address any fucking bullshit she ever writes. And don't even get me started on Jeff Snyder. All that guy does is go on the Hot Mic show every week and and then he gets proven wrong, and then he does a bunch of on Twitter because he's a fucking idiot. And yet people still give him the fucking time of day. I will say it was really funny watching Grace Randolph do a complete fucking 180 and give the Superman movie a bunch of praise. However, I think that's because she probably just wants to get back in the good graces of anyone at DC so she can be on the inside talkie-talkie of things going on at DC Studios. But that's just my opinion. I can't say that for sure. Now, what are y'all saying in the chat? I'm curious. I'm seeing the chat fucking blow up with all this shit. I must be entertaining someone. Let's see. Hosi, my man, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. I bet it's Superman and Supergirl versus Brainy. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's Superman and the Legion of Superheroes. I think he's going to throw Superman in the future. James Gunn also said there will probably not see Flash and Aquaman in the next 2 years. That is 1,000% true. He did say that. He did say that Aquaman and the Flash will likely not be shown off in the next 2 years, which makes sense because next year we have Supergirl and Lanterns, and then after that, we've also got Clayface coming next year. After that, it's completely up in the fucking air of what the fuck's happening after Clayface. We have no idea. My money now, I think, if Wonder Woman gets in a good enough spot, they're gonna put that out. I think James Gunn is gonna do Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. That's how he's gonna do the Trinity. That's just my opinion, but who the fuck knows? I'm agreeing with you, Phil. It's going to be Superman and the Legion of Superheroes movie. I mean, it's right up his alley. He likes oddball characters. The Legion of Superheroes is nothing but fucking oddballs. Just saying. Could be that. You have to pay to read Jeff's articles, too. Wait a minute. In order to read this guy's stuff, let me get this straight. People have to,
Maybe the problem is the fuck puppet delivering.
Oh, yeah.
There's your problem. You want to listen to a fuck puppet? Listen to a fuck puppet. By all means. You do you. But hey, anyone who listens to that guy, all I got to say is, well...
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
I'm just going to sit back and laugh. And I'm going to Los Angeles next week. God forbid I run into that fucking rat. Oh my God. If I see that guy... Oh my God, in public, I'm gonna be like, hey, you're the creepy guy who asked girls to date him on Twitter. Aren't you a fucking loser? Oh man. Oh my God. I hope to God I don't fucking run into him. Holy shit. Yes, Cameron, that is from Final Fantasy X. I have been playing Final Fantasy X for like the last week. It's been amazing. I love that game. Anyway. Keeping in the realm of the DCU... There was a thing that been floating around from the DC universe. That would, of course, be... Let's see, where is it? I'm gonna have to pull up one Jimmy Gunn's fucking Instagram page. Come on, internet. I don't have all fucking day for this shit. Come on. There it is. All right. There it is. Okay. All right, here we go. Check it out, guys. This is from his official Instagram account, mere days after Superman landed in theaters. Supergirl! Instead of look up, look out! Yeah. Supergirl has been described as being a mess, as opposed to her cousin, who's more composed. She's kind of all over the place. There's a reason why she goes to other planets and gets drunk. Blah, 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 blah. I think this is a clever tagline. I think the most shocking thing about this is that's probably not an alcoholic beverage in her fucking hand. And as far as the red around her hands, I've seen some people say it's blood. It's probably spray paint. That's my guess. Just a guess. Yeah, Hosey, I think that was the intent. We're meant to make people laugh with this, which, honest to God, would not fucking surprise me at all. I mean, it's a cool image. You know, if you saw the movie, she's wearing that exact thing, more or less. So, yeah, it's a cool image. I thought it was fun, nice, whatever you want to call it. Good God, my notifications are fucking crazy. Jesus, tap dancing, fucking Christ. Oh my God. Wow. Anyway. Oh, man. What do you think about my time? Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. What do you think about my Time to Shine article about Reed Richards being the leader of the Avengers in Doomsday and Secret Wars? Think we all have knowledge and tell them how they can beat Doom. Matt Shackman actually confirmed that he is going to be the leader of the Avengers in Doomsday. Not sure about Secret Wars, but let's just put the pieces in play where they're at. The main villain of Avengers Doomsday is Doctor Doom. He is the arch nemesis of Reed Richards, so I'm not shocked that Reed Richards would be front and center against Victor Von Doom, against all of this, on top of the fact that the very last chair next to Robert Downey Jr.'s name that was shown was Pedro Pascal's. So that, to me, indicates that Pedro Pascal and Robert Downey Jr. more than likely probably have top billing on Avengers Doomsday, which would then indicate, at least narratively at the very least, that Pedro Pascal and Robert Downey Jr. are the opposing forces in this film, much in the same way that Robert Downey Jr. and Josh Brolin were, they had billing. Robert Downey Jr. absolutely had fucking top billing on Endgame and Infinity War. I don't remember the credits as they were, but yeah, like, it doesn't shock me. Robert Downey Jr. absolutely probably has top billing because he's arguably the highest paid actor on that fucking call sheet. So, but he won't be the leader of Avengers, only his own team. No, dude, like, my Time to Shine can say whatever the fuck they want. Matt Shackman literally said he's going to be the leader of the Avengers in Doomsday. And that would collectively mean the Avengers run by Sam Wilson, the new Avengers with, Yelena and everyone else, probably the people of Wakanda, and the X-Men. That's my assumption. I could give a shit what my Time to Shine's hello says, honestly. I feel bad for Sam Wilson too. That guy's never going to get his own team. And if it does, it's going to be the C-stringers. At least Yelena has Bob. They have a Sentry. Who does Captain America have? Not a Hulk. Maybe a Thor. Probably not for long, though. I don't know. But going back to the Supergirl image of it all. Like, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's cute. Wasn't a fan of the way she was depicted in the movie, but, it is what it is. No big deal. But since we're on the topic of movies, and since we're kind of in the midway of things, and before I want to get into the bigger stuff that I have in the thumbnail, I'm kind of doing a shorter show today. I'll probably be in and out in about an hour. Let's get into some box office banter, shall we? Okay. So, let's see. I took a look at Box Office Mojo. And, well, did the numbers finally reflect? Okay, they did finally fucking reflect from today. Or yesterday, sorry. According to Box Office Mojo, Superman is currently sitting at a worldwide total of $272,783,462. So 272.8 if you round up million, right? Which ain't bad worldwide. Domestically, currently sitting at 177 million. International numbers, $95 million. Not so bad. I do find it really odd that every day since the movie has come out, there has been a contingent of people showing how much money it's made every single day and like trying to be like, oh, it's the most successful for this day in July. I'm like, okay. What? Okay. Actually, it crossed 300 million if it had, I did see that. I just don't know where the fucking sourcing is on that. But according to some people, I have seen that, like, apparently it did cross like 300 million. I just don't think the international numbers on Box Office Mojo have updated yet, but the domestic numbers absolutely have. But yeah, apparently Superman made like, it's made like over $300 million. Was it THR? Let me go look. I've got THR somewhere up here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's find out, shall we? End deadline? Oh, okay. Well. When did Superman become so controversial? I'm not reading that. Here we go. 6 hours ago. Box office. Superman leaps past $300 million globally, near $200 million domestically. Elsewhere, horror offering I Know What You Did Last Summer earned $2.2 million in previews as it opens this weekend opposite fellow reboot of Smurfs starring Rihanna. And this is Pamela McClintock. She's very, very apt with her numbers, minus the fact that when it came to comparing the numbers between this and Man of Steel, she left out the fact that there were Thursday numbers absent from Man of Steel's box office total. The total number, if you Google Man of Steel's opening box office weekend, you will likely see $116 million. However, there is a $12 million bonus from Thursday night showings that has not been added to that for whatever reason, and it's really strange because when it comes to this movie, the 2025 Superman film, the Tuesday Amazon showings as well as the Thursday night previews, all of those numbers have been rolled into Friday. So it's really strange that Man of Steel made $128 million technically its opening weekend. This one made $125 million. Not that it fucking matters, because it doesn't. If you like the movie, you like the movie. Box office is not at all a representation or an equator towards quality or subjectivity. It just means people went and watched the fucking movie. Great. People liked it. Great. But the quality of the film, that, my friends, is all entirely subjective. But that said, moving on with this. Leaps past $300 million worldwide at the box office on Thursday, heading into its second weekend. Domestic haul of $177 million, and that lines up with what we see on Box Office Pro. No, I almost said Box Office Pro. Box Office Mojo. DC Studios and Warner Brothers Superhero pick will have no trouble staying at top in its sophomore outing as it trounces offerings of I Know What You Did Last Summer and Smurfs. Both films are reboots and are projected to open less than $13 million domestically. Ooh, that's not good. From Columbia and Screen Gems, the R-rated horror pick I Know What You Did Last Summer brought in $2.2 million on Thursday. Reprised their roles, original film, the new installment otherwise introduces host of newcomers, Madeline Klein, Chase Suey Wonders, Jonah Howard King, Tyreek Withers, Sarah Pigeon, and Gabriette Betchel. I don't know. And I will also say that people have not been kind to I Know What You Did Last Summer. They are calling it derivative. They have called it fucking pointless. Like, people are just not being nice to this legacy sequel. I don't know why they're calling it a fucking reboot. It's got Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. in it. So technically it's a legacy sequel. But I know what happens in it. My good buddy Dave the Film Junkie saw it, and I asked him, I was like, hey, is this what happens? And he was like, yep. And I was like, called it. I even made the joke when I saw the trailer for this in front of Jurassic World Rebirth. I was like, oh, cool. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I can't wait to watch this from the comfort of my own home. I like that first movie a lot. The second one's fine. Never watched the third one because it had fuck all to do with the first two. So this one, I'm just like, yeah, I can wait. As for Smurfs, who the fuck is going to go watch the Smurfs, right? Are kids really jumping to go see Smurfs? Or are they probably going to go see the new Superman movie? Probably putting my donut to dollar bet on the Superman movie. Probably. I really should suggest everyone watches Scott's video about Man of Steel box office and Superman 2025 box office. Yes. So, my buddy Scott McClellan from formerly Squadcast Media. He's also the co-host of the DC Fanimated Stream with Dave the Film Junkie. He put out a video on the Squadcast Media page on YouTube detailing the Superman and Man of Steel box office comparisons. He breaks it down, he adjusts for inflation, he does the whole nine. And it's a great video. It's a really great video. I watched it, I enjoyed it. Matter of fact, here, I will put it in the chat for you guys to check out yourselves. Give me 1 minute here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. It should still be in my history. Hopefully. I'm sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see. Where art thou? Kevin Smith also had a really solid review for Superman. Granted, I'm not like the biggest fan of the movie, but I will say that like I like listening to other people talk about the movie and why they like the movie. That was really good and really cool. But again, I'm just not a fan of the movie itself, personally. Oh, what the hell? Why the Just gonna have to pull it up right here. There we go. Okay, cool. There's that. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so it's titled Squadcast Corner Superman Box Office BS, and I'm copying it now. And here it is for all you guys in the chat, right there. Go check it out. It's great. It's amazing. It's a great breakdown. It's a beautiful video. Scott is the man. He is the man with the words and the numbers. He is great. Darren said he is going to see the Smurfs. yeah. Darren did say he was going to go see the Smurfs. So, okay, moving back to the numbers of it all. Okay. Oh, let's see. Critics haven't embraced the reboot. Went over that. Smurfs, which is Paramount, picked up from Sony, didn't hold Thursday previews and officially opens everywhere Friday. Oh, wow. So that literally will just have the 3-day weekend only. That's an interesting choice, I guess. The animated family film, likewise, hasn't impressed reviewers, despite an all-star voice cast that includes Rihanna. Also includes Nick Offerman, Natasha Lyonne, Sandra Oh, Alex Winter, Billy Lord, Maya Erskine, John Goodman, Kurt Russell, and Jimmy Kimmel. The critic score for that is presently at 20%. There's no audience score yet. Directed by Chris Miller, Smurfs is the first installment in the theatrical franchise in 8 years. Thanks to Rihanna, who played Smurfette, the movie is filled with dance and song, because of course it is. The story follows Smurfette leading a mission to save their leader that takes them into the real world. Go figure. To save their leader takes them into the real world, including Paris, Munich, and the Australian outback, where the Smurfs meet up with small, feathered, minion-like creatures named Snooterpoots. Their leader is voiced by Natasha Lyonne. Okay. All eyes, however, will be on Superman to see how well it holds in its second weekend. It certainly has every chance of passing up the entire lifetime run of Marvel's Thunderbolts, which topped out at $383 million globally earlier this year. Marvel's other 2025 entry, Captain America: Brave New World, didn't fare much better, grossing $415 worldwide. Marvel hopes to turn its fortunes around with Fantastic Four: First Steps hitting theaters a week from today. That gives Superman 1 week to itself before facing direct competition. Both tentpoles are attempting to relaunch their respective franchises. Okay, so predictions. Let's start with I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think I Know What You Did Last Summer will get no more than $15 million domestically. It's opening weekend. If it get at most 20 million, maybe. Smurfs? $13 million. $13 million. I think Smurfs is going to come in lowest of the three. I think Superman's going to hold the top spot. I think I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to take second place. And then I think Smurfs is going to come in dead last. 10 million, if not less. Maybe less than that. We'll see. Smurfs gives Superman a bit more competition because it's kid-friendly, but even then, it's tough to tell. The Smurfs is such a fucking niche thing from the 80s. Even my mom was like, they're making another Smurfs movie. Who the fuck is going to go watch that? I will say my good buddy Zaki Hassan did give the Smurfs a pretty favorable review. A lot of other people haven't been kind to it, but he thought it was fine and charming. So I'm not going to watch it. It's not catered to me. I don't know. Don't really care. What is Superman going to do domestically this weekend? Well, if it's 50% or more than what it did domestically last weekend, which was 125 million, the practice would be about half, a little less than half, a little more than half. And that all really depends on the percentage of its second weekend drop. If it's 50% or less, meaning if we have another Wonder Woman situation in that you only see a 49 to 47% drop from week 1 to week 2, that would then in turn put it at about 70 to 75 million roughly, which would then put it at worldwide as far as domestic for the ad would be around 380 million, like Pamela Clintock said in the THR article. If Superman has more than a 60% drop in its second weekend, then you're looking at something a little closer to about 350 to 365 million, somewhere in there, in that ballpark. But even then, if Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Studios are smart, they will keep this movie in theaters for as long as they need to if this film is as confident as people are saying that it is. If people are going back and watching this movie day to day, week to week, I know a couple people internationally and even domestically who have gone to see this movie on more than one occasion. That's good. That means the word of mouth is good. Now, the real question comes next weekend. Because when Fantastic Four happens, I promise you, Superman is losing that top spot. What will its second weekend, what will its third weekend look like once Fantastic Four happens? Because Fantastic Four's opening weekend, I can already guarantee you guys this. Once Fantastic Four opens next week, chances are people are going to look at whatever number it makes and they're going to fucking compare it to Superman. I bet you. They're going to compare the two, and depending on how Fantastic Four performs in its opening weekend, you're already going to see the fucking narratives from both sides of the bullshit aisle. If it makes more than Superman did at its opening weekend domestically, you can already tell the Marvel fans and the diehard James Gunn haters who probably love Zack Snyder and part of the cult, it might be one and the same, they're going to be like, see, Fantastic Four did better. Fuck you, James Gunn. And then, on the other side of the coin, if Fantastic Four makes less than 125 million its opening weekend, then all the hardcore James Gunn fans and the anti-Marvel Studios fans are going to look at Superman and go, ha, motherfucker, Superman beat the Fantastic Four. Meanwhile, the overlap there, the middle ground, the very little middle ground, they're all looking at it like, oh, cool, I can go watch Superman, and then I can go watch Fantastic Four. Or vice versa. I can go watch Fantastic Four, then I can go see Superman again. So, yeah. I can already see both sides of the bullshit aisle going off with their fucking red alerts, depending on how Fantastic Four performs. I already see it happening. Hell, I saw both sides of the bullshit aisle happen when fucking Superman came out last week. We all saw the fucking the headlines. We saw the fucking threads posts. We saw the tweets. All manner of, yeah, this movie's gonna fucking flop. Or, on the other side, you saw, man, this movie's fucking wop Man of Steel. This is fucking great. DC's back. We're back. Just like, guys, these are fucking movies about fictional characters. This is not a sporting competition. These are fucking movies. I digress. I think just from a general perspective in terms of performance, box office can be fun to look at. I think when you turn it into a pissing match, that can be a fucking problem. When people have to use box office to talk about the quality of the movie, that's when you fucking lose me. Because guess what, guys? A movie like the Titanic made over $1 billion, and I think that movie is boring as shit. Okay? I think Avatar 1 and 2, Way of Water. I love James Cameron as a filmmaker. I think he's one of the best filmmakers in the modern age. I have no desire to watch that second Avatar movie because the first one was a fucking slog. But guess what? People went and fucking watched fucking movies. Great, my dad called me. Sorry, Dad, you're gonna have to wait. Anyway. Final predictions. I think I up top, you know, just getting it out of the way so we can move the fuck on from this conversation. Superman, I'm gonna guess $70 million in second week, domestically. I Know What You Did Last Summer, $15 million. Smurfs, $10 million. That's just me. But that is it for the box office banter portion of this live stream. Because you all know I'm going to cut this up Sunday or Monday and put it out there for the world to see. Speaking of which, my last box office banner actually didn't do too half bad. So there is that. Anyway, you know what would probably be a box office, I'm hoping is going to be a box office smash? Let me tell you guys. Actually, what are you all saying? Let me check in with you motherfuckers before I move the fuck on, okay? Let's see. Let's see. Hosey says, how much did the last Smurfs movie make with Hank Azaria as Gargamel? Well, let's find out. When was that last movie that came out? La 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 la. Where was the last one? Why doesn't it show me? Smurfs film series. Last one was The Lost Village, I think. Yeah, looks like The Lost Village. 2017. That movie had a budget of $60 million. I'm reading this off Wikipedia. And its box office, Lost Village grossed to $45 million in North America and $152 million in other territories for a worldwide gross of $195 million, budget of $60 million, projected to gross around $16 to $20 million opening weekend. It ended up... Hold on, guys. I got to take this phone call. I'll be right back. I don't understand why people just can't fucking text me important shit. Anyway, it looks like Smurfs it ended up opening to $13 million domestically. So, yeah, I'm going to guess that Smurfs is going to make somewhere in like $10 million or less opening weekend. That's just me. They just have strong legs, stay for a little while longer in theaters. I ain't going to lie. I thought this movie was going to make $1 billion. I thought it was going to be $800 million. I was wrong. I'm willing to admit, but I hope this movie does succeed. I mean, they're already calling it a success. I think $1 billion is a bit high, especially for a Superman solo film, because Superman has notoriously never cracked $1 billion by himself. Batman, Spider-Man, and Aquaman are currently the only characters, as far as I know. Iron Man. They've all cracked $1 billion by themselves. So it's kind of hard to say that Superman's $1 billion character when he's notoriously never made $1 billion at the box office in any solo film at all. Superman will go to paid VOD on August 26th. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it'll probably hit digital maybe in August. Actually, no. Like first week of September. Something like that. I take joy knowing the right-wingers are losing their minds over this movie because of what the message is in that movie. I mean, they're going to fucking bitch one way or the other. They bitch about everything. It's possible to get at least $700 million with how strong the legs are for the movie. I mean, look, anything's possible. The thing about box offices is it's not a concrete science. This is literally the most unexplainable measure of success for any entertainment, period. It's based entirely on quality of the film, word of mouth, and what is opening against it in either the week before or week after. Literally, like it is a complete fucking crapshoot now, especially in a post-pandemic world, to try and truly determine how successful and what exact number it's going to make at the box office. Straight up crapshoot. The Authority movie, I don't know if you saw the interview. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Antonio. Said it before, I just want Superman and FF to do well. I think Fantastic Four will do well. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of the Superman movie, but at the very least, at least it's successful. I just find it a little strange that we're giving day-to-day updates of how it's doing at the box office. That's a little baffling to me. Like, you guys got a fucking W. You don't need to, like, try and make it a W every fucking day. Like, this is kind of weird. You'd be like, oh, it made this much this day. Oh, it made this much today. Oh, it made this much today. Guys, it made, like, 220 million its opening fucking weekend worldwide. You're fine. Like, we get it. It's a fucking W for DC Studios. The world has been mystified by the Titanic story. My kids all have a period where they were obsessed with that ship. I agree. It's kind of wild. And Darren has joined the stream. What's up, dude? Good to see you. They see the reviews for that movie is heartbreaking because I love the first. I know he did last summer. The second one really explains why they have not done one in almost 30 years. Actually, there's a third one that went to direct to video, and that is why they haven't done one in almost 30 years. I like the Mortal Kombat trailer. I think weapons in Mortal Kombat is going to make killing. I think 400 million each, maybe 500 for Mortal Kombat. I wish people would stop saying Robert Pattinson is the DCU Batman. It's a fucking stupid idea that comes from stupid people. I agree. Completely. I don't think James Gunn or Matt Reeves would be interested in bringing Robert Pattinson into the DCU. People just need to shut the fuck up about it. I agree completely. People do need to shut the fuck up about that. I think it'll make at least 500 million. I think Superman overall, I mean, it could make as much as Man of Steel. It could make more. Again, it really just depends on, like, how well it's received through next week. That's really going to be the determining factor. Like, are people going to go and show up and see Fantastic Four on a second watch, or are they going to keep going back and watching Superman? It's really what it's going to boil down to, honestly. That's kind of where I'm at with it. But since we're talking about Mortal Kombat, someone brought it up. That'll be cool. I think that's going to be a really fun movie. I think Mortal Kombat's going to, like, knock it out of the fucking park. I think this movie looks so much better than the first one, and I actually like the first one, but this one has way more characters. You've got Baraka, you've got Shao Kahn, you've got Jade, Katana. Like, dude, this movie is going to be fucking balls to the wall. And that fucking shot in the Nether Realm with fucking Scorpion and Noob. I can't fucking wait to watch this movie, guys. I can't fucking wait. That movie's going to be so dope. No fucking joke. That movie is going to be the absolute fucking sauce. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, wow, they didn't really show off a lot of Cole Turner. And it's like, well, yeah, we're focusing on Johnny Cage this time around because he's the new guy. Which kind of makes sense to me, you know? I mean, Mortal Kombat, new fighter. Yeah, they're going to give Johnny Cage the Cole treatment. You know, you've been fucking chosen to fight on behalf of Earthrealm. And Johnny Cage is like, what the fuck? I don't want to fucking do this. I'm an actor. I dig it. I like the Mortal Kombat trailer. I thought it was fucking dope. It looked great. Like, I don't get why people fucking hate that first movie. I actually left a fucking Facebook group today because some dipshit was like, this movie looks fucking mid. Johnny Cage is gonna fucking carry it, but this movie is fucking bad. I'm just like, really? What the fuck are you expecting from a movie called Mortal Kombat? Like, this isn't meant to be Oppenheimer. This isn't fucking John Wick. This isn't, you know, anything with a compelling narrative. It says it right there in the fucking title. Mortal Kombat. This is a movie about people fighting to the death. Like, yeah, there's lore. Yeah, there's characters. And yeah, there's some things that happen to certain characters that have happened across fucking 14, 15 fucking video games. But this is a fucking adaptation. If you were expecting a movie to follow the exact line of the Mortal Kombat lore, I'm fucking sorry, but you're fucking delusional. You are as delusional as comic book fans hoping to see a straight up adaptation of the thing that you read in the fucking funny book. Just saying. But yeah, man, I think this movie's gonna be fucking cool. I like Scorpion. Granted, I have issues with the first film. It's cut down to shit. The editing isn't great. The fights don't breathe. Like, there are things in it that I'm bothered by. I will say though, what did I want from that Mortal Kombat movie? A fucking great Scorpion and a great Sub-Zero. Because in that 95 movie, they weren't great. They were background characters and dumb muscle. And in this one, I got that Hanzo Hasashi and Bihan feud. That was great. And it's coming back in this one because Sub-Zero's Noob Saibot now, and that's a thing from the fucking video game. And that's dope as shit. Yeah, man, I can't fucking wait for this movie. I'm going to be there for Mortal Kombat on day one. I would play it on the stream, but I don't feel like getting hit with a fucking copyright from Warner Brothers. I just fucking, no, I'm good. But, you know, when I see people bitching about this movie, I'm just like, what the fuck were you expecting? Seriously. Like, what in fuck's name were you expecting? Like, come on. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why we live in such an age of people just being so fucking wah-wah about things. Like, wah. Why the fuck is Carl Urban Johnny Cage? Gee, I don't know. Because that's who they fucking cast as Johnny Cage. It's better than The Miz. I digress. Like there are so many fucking dumb shit things I've seen on the internet about the Mortal Kombat films where I'm just kind of checked out on these conversations as a whole. Like, I don't even want to have a conversation about Superman unless it's like in a live stream format or unless I'm on a call with friends. Other than that, I'm not going to express any opinions I have on any social platform about it in a written form. Have no desire to. Same with like Mortal Kombat or anything else that I love. If I see people fucking bitching and fighting about it, I'm like, I don't fucking care. I've got things to do and grass to touch because I live in the fucking real world. I'm not online and I'm not clacking away at a fucking keyboard like a brainless monkey in a fucking pocket dimension. But anyway. You know what else looks dope as fuck? Tron Ares. Yeah, I know. Jared Leto. I know. At least he's not laughing, right? Like, I know people don't fucking like him as the Joker. I liked him as the Joker. But I thought he was cool. No, man. Like, Tron Ares looks fucking awesome. Like, visually, that movie looks incredible. And then the fucking soundtrack by Nine Inch Nails. Oh my god. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for Tron Ares. That movie's gonna be dope as shit. Yeah, I know. Jared Leto. Yeah, I know. Okay. And then fucking Evan Peters is playing Dillinger's kid. Or Dillinger's grandkid or something. And he's the fucking bad guy. He's like, you guys want to know when we're fucking gonna see AI? Where we want to live in a virtual world? Well, guess what? The virtual world's coming to us. It's like, oh, so you're the dumbass bringing this shit into the real world. That's an interesting plot point. It's a very interesting plot point. And Jeff Bridges is back too. Clue. Oh my god. That's dope, right? Like, man, this movie just looks visually, Tron Ares looks fucking great. Oh my god. I can't fucking wait to watch this movie. I can't. It's going to be good. October's going to be a good month, in my humble opinion. I think October is a safe month. And then it's going to be like a roll. Like the whole fall of like entertainment stuff is just going to be fucking rolling right on through. You know, you've got Weapons in August from Zach Kreger, which looks incredible. And then in October, you know, you got Mortal Kombat and Tron Ares. And then in November, you've got Running Man and Predator Badlands on the same day. And Stranger Things, again, not a big fan of that franchise, but I got a lot of friends who watch it, and I watch it to stay in the conversation. So that's cool. I saw the final trailer for that too. I was like, yeah, okay, finally, the shit's coming to an end. Yay. Thank fuck. Should have ended sooner. Okay, this is just me talking shit. But, you know, that's wrapping up. That'll be nice for people who've been waiting for years and years and years to see this shit fucking finally wrap it up, you know? And Lance mentions Wicked in November. I know I saw you in the chat. What's up, dude? That'll be cool. Wicked was actually quite the surprise. I was quite surprised at how much I liked that. I ate crow on that movie. It was actually very good. Wow, that came out really bad. Wicked the movie was actually really good. And I'm very, very curious to see Wicked for good. So, what y'all saying? I wish people would shut the fuck up about Jade being bald. They are crying because the character is bald and they're acting like crybabies. Oh God. What the fuck else is new? What else? Isn't that the same actress who's doing she's in The Last of Us, and she's the main character for the Galactic Heretic Prophet game that Naughty Dog's doing? It's the same actress, I think. So, yeah, she looks fine. I don't know what the fuck problem is. And Hosey, you mentioned that Kung Lao's dying. Apparently he's back in this movie. I don't know fucking how, but he's back. You know, they're going to do some Mortal Kombat trickery. That's going to be interesting. I've checked out too, Phil. Unfollowed and unsubscribed from a bunch of people. I'm over it, but being here is cool. Hey, man. I'm glad I can just provide an outlet for people to come in, shoot the shit, be respectful. You all know how I feel about the fucking movie. I'm not going to sit here and rail on it. Look at my shirt, guys. Like, you know where my preferences lie. But I'm not going to act like any other one wearing this shirt and acting like I'm above people who love the new Superman movie. Because fuck that. Fuck all that. I'm not going to be the thing that I dealt with fucking years ago with Man of Steel and BVS. Fuck all that shit. Like what you like, don't like what you don't like. It's not hard. I'm tired of bitching and complaining as well. Now it's Wonder Woman versus Supergirl. Like, what the hell? I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Wonder Woman versus Supergirl. They're in the same fucking universe. This is stupid. Fanboys are fucking stupid. That Tron trailer did look really good. You're absolutely right. I'm afraid they're showing the best parts in the trailer and the rest of the movie is meh. I hope I'm wrong. Just a feeling I had when watching that dope trailer. Hey, this movie looks like it's probably going to be the fucking tournament. I'm hoping it is. We'll see what fucking happens. Maybe they're saving the tournament for the third film. I don't fucking know. But you got Johnny Cage fighting a bunch of fucking people. You got Baraka. You got Jade. You got Shao Kahn. Fucking Scorpion and Noob fighting in the Netherrealm. I'm sold. I was sold the minute they said they were making a fucking second movie. Okay? I love Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. And I will happily watch a fucking movie based in that world as long as it's taken seriously. And that first movie took it seriously to an extent. So I'll be happy with that. You know how I know the internet is dumb? Someone said the Squid Game series is better than Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
I'm like, that's cool, but you're living in a fucking dream world, okay? So,
I mean, if you think Squid Game is better than Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, I would say you need to watch more television. That would be my response. You need to watch more television because Squid Game is amazing. Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad is hands down some of the best television ever fucking written. Period, bar none, end of conversation. Straight up. I think Stranger Things is on that same level as Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Braden, I love you. I love that you're here every week. We're going to disagree on this because I am just not a fan of the writing of Stranger Things. I personally think the Duffer Brothers are up their own ass. And they riff a lot of shit from the 80s, and I see exactly what they're doing, and I'm just not fond of it. I like some of the characters, but I think a lot of their stories and what they do, it just heavily riffs stuff from the 80s. I'm like, no. Oh, excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in this December. There you go. I haven't even seen the first one, but I know that one's popular. Wonder if Zack Snyder can make a Tron movie. Zack Snyder's currently working on that LAPD SWAT film for Netflix. And then maybe he might go back to Rebel Moon, but he's also doing a UFC movie. I don't really know, but I know he's busy. He's a busy guy. If I run into him while I'm in Southern California, cool. Great. Awesome. Hope so. We'll see. Probably not, but it would be cool if it happened. It'd be really fucking cool. Really fucking cool. I don't think Stranger Things is better than Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. I just think it's on the same level as those two. Oh, I misinterpreted what you said. My apologies. No, I get it. I just think it's just not all it's cracked up to be, personally. But I respect it. I respect the perspective. I get it. A lot of people really love that show. I'm just in the minority on it because I was a 90s kid who grew up loving 80s stuff, and I see what they're doing, and I'm like, yeah, I see what you riff this from, and I'm not a fan. Like, season 3 is just straight up a riff on Terminator, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Terminator did it better. But that's just me. Speaking of doing it better, this is the last thing we're going to talk about because I got to get out of here and tackle some groceries and a bunch of other shit. But this is so fucking, oh my God, this is so fucking stupid. I cannot fucking believe this is a thing that's happening. This is the last thing in the thumbnail that I'm going to fucking talk about, but oh my God, what the fuck? Like, this is just... Taika Waititi tackling Judge Dredd movie in hot package hitting Hollywood.
God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it!
God fucking damn it. Why? Drew Pearce, whose screenwriting credits include Fall Guy and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, is attached to write the script. Drew Pearce also wrote Iron Man 3, if I'm not mistaken. Those two names have studio heads and executives sitting up this week as one of the hottest packages of the year hits Hollywood marketplace. Waititi, the Thor Ragnarok and Jojo Rabbit filmmaker, he conveniently left out Thor Love and Thunder, is attached to direct a new feature film take on Dredd, the popular and violent British comic book character. Drew Pearce, the scribe known for his action movie-filled resume thanks to titles such as Fall Guy and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, is attached to write the script. Producers include Dredd rights holders Chris Kingsley, Jason Kingsley, and Ben Smith of Rebellion Developments, Roy Lee of Vertigo Entertainment, Jeremy Platt, Natalie Viscuso, and Pierce. Sources say Pierce and Waititi both grew up with the books and are friends and have been trying to find a project to work on together for years. Created in the 70s by writer John Wagner, artist Carlos Ezquerra, Dredd debuted in the pages of Weekly British Anthology 2000 AD. He is a police officer in the bleak future metropolis of Mega City 1, part of law enforcement corps that empowers officers to be judge, jury, and executioner. The character and his stories were satire on a judicial system taken to the extreme. Dredd proved hugely popular, engendering several more comics, comic strips, video, board games, books, even postage stamps in the United Kingdom. Said over 100 million comics and graphic novels have been sold. The character was given the glossy Hollywood treatment in 95 with the Sylvester Stallone adaptation, poorly received. More warmly was the reception of Dredd, a 2012 adaptation with Carl Urban, written by Alex Garland, and who also wrote and directed Civil War. Of course, the logline is being kept under the visor, but the pitch is said to take inspiration from the comics and previous screen iterations, leading into the world building and dark humor. It is meant to be a fun sci-fi blockbuster, but nonetheless speaks in the moment to the culture. The desire is to set the movie launch a Dredd universe could be explored with additional movies and shows across various platforms. This is a fucking awful idea. This is a fucking terrible idea. This is bad. Why is Taika Waititi doing Judge Dredd? This doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all. Why? Why? Thor Love and Thunder should have been the nail in the fucking coffin. He's not doing Star Wars. He fucking walked away from... Well, he didn't walk away from Akira. He just let Kira fucking die. Why? Fucking why is Taika Waititi, of all people, attached for Judge Dredd? This doesn't make any fucking sense. This is so bad. What a fuck awful idea. Oh my fucking God. Ugh, why? A dude can't write his way out of a fucking paper bag. Oh my God. He's like the worst parts of Joss Whedon and James Gunn rolled into one fucking filmmaker. Oh my God. He beats you over the head with his idiotic fucking humor. He's a fuck awful writer. Oh God. He can't even compose a shot halfway decently. He's just such a... Ugh. No. Like, give Judge Dredd to somebody else. Like, people want more Carl Urban Dredd. Like, do a fucking Netflix show. Do a fucking animated show. Like, let him come back and voice the character. Fuck this reboot, dude. I don't want it. Oh my God. Please, no. Jesus. No, Omega, I did not buy tickets to the Odyssey. I'm not sure when I will see that, but I know the tickets went on sale, which is a very interesting thing. No, Judge Dredd is not a DC character. He's an independent character. I like Taika's indie films. Hunt for the Wilder People, JoJo, Boy, The Vampire, mockumentary was hilarious. I don't see Judge Dredd's sensibilities anywhere in his filmography. I like Jojo Rabbit. And even then, I think he's awful in it as Hitler. He's just a fucking awful entertainer, writer, director. I do not like Taika Waititi. I'm not James Gunn's biggest fan. I will watch the Suicide Squad and fucking Superman on repeat before you ever make me watch Thor Ragnarok and Love and Thunder ever again. Oh God, and that's fucking saying something. Yeah, no Taika Waititi on Dredd, please. Jesus fucking Christ, no. Please, no. But, guys, I have to go. I know, we're cutting it a little short. I wanted to fucking talk more, but I got shit I gotta do. It's been fun. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Antonio, Braden, Hosey, Lance, like all you guys in the chat. Mumbwat. God, who else? Jeffrey, thank you again to my mod. Like, guys, really appreciate you all, but I gotta go. It's been fun. Much love. Take care. Do the thing. Hit the fucking... Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is my fucking... Where the fuck is... There it is. Oh. Do the thing. Hit the like and subscribe button. Do all that shit. And remember, I will not be here next Friday. I will be busy. I will be in Southern California. I'll be doing all manner of bullshit. All the craziness. Follow me on the socials. You know, all, you know, like right there. Right there. Right there. There. Vero Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky. Do me that favor. Much love. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Keep it classy. Bye-bye.